let's talk about ball position. We're now at a better player's level, and I want to discuss certain intricacies that are important with ball position. As you can remember, if I set up with a wedge here, a sand wedge, I've got the ball middle of my stance. If I make it a little bit wider, the ball appears to be a little bit more forward. That's an 8-iron. And then with a 4-iron, obviously I'd get a little bit further away, but I haven't necessarily moved the ball. That is definitely one way you can move the ball. At this point, we are also trying to shape shots. So if I'm trying to go here with a normal ball flight, if I wanted to move it more forward, I can hit it a little bit higher. If I wanted to hit it a little bit lower, I can move the ball slightly back. You are given this area right in here from your shirt buttons to more your logo on your shirt. That's a great area to think about every club from sand wedge through driver. When we get into the long irons, you can see that my 4-iron is a little bit more forward. If I get into the hybrid, I'm going to try to take a divot more with a hybrid than I am a 4-iron. That is what the club is designed for. Understand that when you are hitting a hybrid, you need to take a divot. So if my 4-iron is here, I'm actually going to move my hybrid back a little bit. The shaft when they designed this shaft, it is designed to kick. It is designed to kick down. If you don't take a divot, the shaft actually kicks up. That's not the performance level that you want with a hybrid. So these shafts are designed specifically for taking a divot. We also want to discuss, I want to touch on the sand wedge area where you are hitting shots, and at this point you are starting to control your distance. The biggest fault I see with ball position with sand wedges or wedges is people set up the same way. So if I'm hitting a full shot, they put the ball in the middle stance. Well, understand that when we do chipping, we put more of our weight left. When we do pitching, we put more of our weight left. If I'm hitting a 50, 60, 70, 80-yard shot, anything less than full, my stance is narrower, okay? And therefore, my ball is going to be slightly back for half shots, 3/4, whatever it is. Only when I get to a full sand wedge will that ball be middle of my stance. So we need to have a little bit more weight left when we're hitting half shots or 3/4. It needs to look like you're hitting a 3/4. I want to make sure that and I'll do this with my students, I'll say, okay, hit a half sand wedge. And they'll set up here, I'll say, well, I changed my mind. I want to see you hit a 3/4. Okay, now full, and they don't move. You've got to be able to move. You've got to go, okay, half, 3/4, and then full sand wedge. So understand ball position. Now I'm giving you a little bit of leeway as far as how you work it based on how you want to control the flight. Are you trying to drive the ball into the wind, like in other words, hit it a little bit lower? Move the ball slightly back. If you're trying to hit it high, carry the wind or carry a bunker, move the ball slightly forward. But again, if this is a 4-iron here, 4-iron ball position being normal, if I want to hit it a little bit higher, it's there. So you have the leeway now. Experiment with your ball position, and as you do this, you will be able to start controlling the ball the way you want.